Bleaker Island, one of the many small islands making up the Falklands, subject of about 3 days of our week in the area and some more amazing animal encounters. This place is remote. It's already hard to get to the Falklands in the first place, and Bleaker requires using the Falkland Islands Government Air Service, otherwise known as FIGAS, to air taxi over there. You can't book this on Google Flights. Basically, you tell them where you're trying to go and which day, and they tell you if they have a seat for you, and if so, when to show up and how you're getting there, because they only have a few small planes and they're shifting people around the islands, a few people at a time all day. While the main city of Stanley has a real airport, some of these locations are tiny grass or sand airstrips where the plane can only land with a few people in it and still be light enough to safely stop in time. They weigh everyone and the luggage they carry to calculate the limits. My sunglasses are finally appropriate. Bleaker's airport consisted of some grass and a hut with a windsock on it. The family that lives there just drives their cars over to meet the plane when needed. The entire island is owned and run by one family. It's a farm with the parents in one house, the son and family in another, and a couple of live-in staff that help them host a B&B basically for guests. I think they had room for 12 guests on the island at a time max. The whole island is over 5,000 acres, and we had fewer than 20 humans on it. We hiked all around in our time there and found just tons of animals in this basically pristine setting. First of which is hard to miss is this giant colony of them right next to the human settlement. Not penguins, even though they look like it from afar. You can tell because some of these are flying. They're Imperial cormorants, and there are thousands of breeding pairs all over the island. These birds are loud and smell terrible, and unfortunately for them, didn't appear to be very bright. They had real trouble figuring out the gate between them and the water, and opted for stuffing themselves through the fence. They also made easy food for this other type of bird, a skua, that hung out nearby and just kind of picked them off.
This is like a scene from Jurassic Park.
Then there were the local sea lions. We found their normal haunts and spied on them on a couple occasions from multiple sides. I've never in my life felt like I was living in a National Geographic documentary more than when I was on this island. Sneaking through some brush as carefully as you can, maybe crouching with your binoculars or camera ready, observing the animals in their natural habitats.
Big guy woke up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to.
Uh-oh. Oh, poor Ringo. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Look, he's coming. Look, he's coming.
Look how he walks. I mean,
Oh my God, he's so scary.
Oh, he's huge.
Oh, he's chasing him away. That's his rock, I guess. Pride rock. You see that?
It's like a bear.
Photo of the baby.
I think I'm getting him.
That
Oh,
was the baby.
I just got that on video.
Little cow, it sounded. Bleeding.
My personal favorites were the Rockhopper penguins. We hadn't seen this species yet, and they were the least scared of all the animals we encountered. We had to go back and visit them multiple times. Just incredible to be able to sit down next to them and just have them walking around, staring at you. The baby's trying to eat my camera. No other humans or even human things in sight. They're just out there hanging out on their cliff, doing their thing, going down to the ocean in the morning and coming back in the evening. They've got their own little predictable path where you can watch them go in groups. Okay, we're walking along the beach, and we just came upon an elephant seal. We're witnessing Sydney's last moments. Okay, it's looking at us. Oh, it's wiggling. It's wiggling. It's wiggling too much.
Oh no.
The island also had colonies of gentoo and Magellanic penguins spread all over. The Magellanics are the ones that live in burrows, and they were just everywhere, popping out of their little holes and waddling around. Gentoos have more discreet nesting areas, but there were many of those. We decided to stop for lunch on the beach at a spot where both types of penguins are entering and exiting the water, and just observed for a while. And again, the level of wildlife encounter here is just off the charts. Not only were there tons of penguins just walking all around us, but some dolphins showed up, and then a sea lion came over and tried to eat the penguins right in front of us. I made a whole play documentary video about that if you want to take a look. It ended up running up on the beach and grabbing one from a colony further away from us. Absolutely crazy. We watched through binoculars. Anyway, the name of the game with your time here is, of course, experiencing the nature. And I'm hard-pressed to think of anywhere I've ever been that came close to Bleaker for sheer authenticity and exclusivity. Even when we eventually get to Antarctica, we'll be with a ship full of people. This is my current best of the best. Okay, being loud. No surprising sea lions. I'm coming over here. I'm not going to step on you. I don't want to get bitten by a sea lion today.